broke the code. Mincy broke the code?
Said they were rolling in the first quarter. He hurt me.
Oh, that's fucked up.
But I love the guy, so.
I try to help you behind the scenes on it.
No grudges. I love you.
No
I'm not
grudges.
mad at you.
No grudges from Rico Bosco.
No
That's
grudges.
Breaking news on a Monday.
There aren't any grudges. He had a dream that I wasn't talking to him, and he came in and apologized this morning. True story.
Really?
Yeah.
I need good karma.
Is that what you need?
That's what I need, Brendan. Unlike your team, 2-0. I'm 0-2 the last two.
I've been wanting to talk to you about something. This is Big Central, Barstool's
Here we
Daily. So the other day I saw you still get mad at people for talking to fat fuck Jeff Nadeau, right?
Possibly.
Yeah. You're fatter than he is.
Come on.
You weigh more than he does.
Oh, no.
Damn, that was
Because I said Brendan?
I wasn't
You're just
expecting that.
saying false things
You
on a
can't call.
Monday?
I don't think you can call him fat anymore. You
Okay.
weigh more than he does.
I don't think you're fat, Rico.
I mean,
This is what Brendan
he's
does.
not.
It's 12:01.
hey,
you're
I'm
just
just
saying
saying.
false
I'm
things.
just saying the other day you
All
were
right,
like,
I clearly am rooting for Mississippi State to win the rest of the way, Brendan.
Jeff Nadeau is fat. You are not. You weigh more than he does.
I doubt it.
Okay. All right. Hey, how's
Wait,
everybody
what
doing?
was that for? What just happened?
That was a wild start.
Brandon woke up today and chose
Personally.
violence.
That was crazy.
I'm down.
Rico called him Brendan. Was that what it was?
I've been wanting to see him.
I don't think
Joking,
it's
and the guy goes fucking haywire.
No, I wasn't haywire. I was planning to do it anyway. Hey
Could be that
guys.
bad headache. I know that headache affects you.
Oh yeah, that was
The
a crazy
migraine
tweet
guy.
too.
What's a crazy tweet
That was
about?
like thanks for like you died on the fucking war field.
I thank my people for doing
Yeah,
the
thanks
podcast.
guys. You gave me Advil and helping me out. It's like, well, you can keep that. Like, what?
I think
I've had a headache every day since 1995.
You haven't had a migraine.
For the record,
You haven't
every single day.
You haven't had a migraine.
Every single
was a
day.
wild tweet.
And I texted
That's
to Marty.
not a wild tweet
I
at
sent
all.
the
It
tweet,
is.
and I said to Marty, for the record, I've had a headache every day since 95.
How in the
Picking
world
me up this morning.
is that a wild tweet?
I mean,
What'd you say to them personally? Did you thank him personally?
That was me thanking him personally. I just wanted to
Well,
give him credit.
exactly. That's like saying thoughts and prayers on Facebook
No, I
when
wanna
a
give-
tragedy
Yeah, it is.
happens.
But
Nothing happens when that happens.
I give him private credit or public credit. I gave him public credit. I said thank you.
Private credit goes so much more.
so
What
much
a maniac.
I don't know where are we at today.
You started it.
It's fucking up.
You started
No,
it.
I didn't start it. He is fatter than the dude.
No, he's not.
I mean,
And you started it.
You're out of your mind.
We got a scale.
But I
You
hope
wanna
your
jump on it?
migraines are all right.
My migraines are
Fucking
fine.
guy. And Mincy put a clinic on Twitter this weekend. MILF, unbelievable.
Man, I love fall. It's great, you know.
And then I tweeted something. He texted me. He goes, just like, am I off the joke? Like, what's going on? I said, Mincy, I just thought it was funny. That's
Okay.
why.
Yeah, okay.
He's
That's why you went out with
Louisiana
that
people
legend.
noticing me is fucking so funny.
Let's all get in the mud for a second. So Mintz texted Megan making money last week and said Brandon Walker won't count my parlay. I don't think he's a good person anymore.
Shows off the rails.
I was a little heated.
I don't
But I apologize.
I don't think Brandon's a good person anymore.
I still think that's
Day of the city, hashtag
less.
MILF.
Yeah, I still think that's less violent than saying "kiss my ass" right away, because you know the "kiss my ass" tweet.
Oh yeah, I knew you meant that.
Place
I
of
knew you meant
anger.
that.
Yeah.
Hold on, Mincy, I need to clarify. This is just for research. Were you aware of the more commonly used acronym of MILF?
Of course.
Okay,
Of course.
I just
think
wanted that
so.
on record because I brought up the tweet in the car on the way to Aurora yesterday, and I didn't know.
Yeah,
That's funny.
No, the man I love.
Okay,
fall.
no, that
it's
makes me
the
happy,
It's the
Vincent.
acronym for the man I love. fall.
That makes me happy.
I
That's
definitely
funny.
knew what MILF meant.
I wish you didn't.
No, I kind
I
of
am
wish you
pretty
didn't too,
oblivious to a
because
lot
it would
of
have been
stuff.
very funny if
That's
you
the
didn't.
Mincy effect. You don't know whether he's coming from a serious place.
Yeah.
No, that's what
I knew.
the confusion made it funnier.
Yeah, I just forgot to I'd done the man I love fall MILF before, but in that hashtag, I assumed people had seen it before, and I assumed wrong.
Hey,
Now,
Somebody asked
now,
Mincy
you're
the
not off the hook
Hey
either.
TJ, can you turn down the headphone just in case Brandon has a migraine? Thank you.
Somebody asked Mincy the weather on Twitter. He puts hashtag WAP, windy and pouring.
That's a good one. I may add that to the card. May have to add that to the card.
That's funny. That's funny. That's good.
Fucking go.
That's good. That's
Ole Miss is playing Texas A&M. He just puts CLIT, can't lose in Texas. Fucking whatever he wants.
Guy's on a roll. What a great
Put
start
you on
to
the
the show.
consulting
That's a
team.
good,
I like
that's a
your-
good start. See,
What a
I had to
start to
fire-
the show.
I had to fire him up.
Ole
Get
Miss,
going.
tough game. Texas A&M. What do you think? CLIT can't lose in Texas.
Clint's funny.
What was that?
The pig getting slaughtered.
Now,
Let's do it.
you're not off the hook either.
Why is that?
Baseball would be better if they allowed pegging.
Yeah.
You knew what that was going to do on
I
Twitter.
swear to God, because we talked. We're
That's
on
the same
street.
principle as his.
Not everybody has a social media consultant posting their pictures, Brendan. So people need their own tweets.
On the
Give
street,
the guy credit.
we were talking about like if you gave the Pirates pegging
Right.
with a ball rights and nobody else, a lot more people would watch the games. Like the last place team, like the worst team gets pegging rights. But also, if imagine baseball did allow actual pegging.
Just for a clarification's sake, because we do not call it pegging in the South. You're talking about hitting the ball, hitting the runner with the ball when they're running.
Yeah.
Right. Just throwing the ball at them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So imagine though the sexual pegging. Imagine like you had to do a pegging timeout every time. It's like icing the kicker. You just gotta have to have like a designated pegger.
It's the 7th inning stretch. Everyone gets butt fucked.
Yeah, it's like imagine
More people would tune. Kate was like, I'd watch it.
Yeah,
if
Mike
she doesn't watch a
Trout-
baseball game in her life.
I
I'd
said
probably
this
be less
before.
likely to watch.
I said this before. Mike Trout's a 6'2" player.
Why?
Add pegging to the resume.
Stop laughing at everything.
It's funny. Imagine.
I'm actually going to believe Marty that when he initially tweeted it, he didn't mean.
If you watch the stream,
he meant because in the Northeast for the. I mean, we've always called like you play what is it, pickle like everything.
Yeah.
You
Call it
always,
pegging?
Yeah,
always
big peg.
pegging.
Big
Always
peg.
pegging.
if you watched the
Always.
stream too, we were talking about it just like that, and then I tweeted it. 4 minutes, I had 53 comments. I'm like, all right, I did something wrong.
Because honestly, when I first read your tweet, I read it like pretty
Like how-
pretty soon after it. I didn't think about it at all.
Has
honestly.
175 comments right now. People are horned up online.
All right, let's go ahead and talk football. It is our gambling show. Thank you to Ben Mintz for sitting in for me on Friday. I was going to Chicago where I would get, unfortunately, a migraine and be out for 18 hours. Apparently, that's something to celebrate for Marty Mush.
18 hours.
How
you were out?
often do you get them, Brandon?
Every time I'm out in the sun, it's not good. It's not good.
We were
It's
at
not
the
funny. and it's-
Rico's rolling his eyes.
I have
over there.
one right now.
you don't have a migraine. You have a headache.
we were at the game. Brandon pulled the Irish goodbye.
Migraines and headaches are not the same thing.
I'll agree to that.
Do you think migraines and headaches are the same thing?
What?
Do you think migraines and headaches
No,
are
I
the same
know.
thing?
I know migraines are more severe.
Yeah,
a bad headache.
migraines are crippling,
bad
but the
headache.
fact that you wrote that tweet makes everybody think it wasn't as sincere as it was.
Yes,
No, I
exactly.
thanked them. They picked me up.
I mean,
The heart and soul of the podcast. They picked up and went on without me.
see, it still sounds sarcastic.
No, that was real.
It's like thanking everybody in the workplace for all their hard work instead of giving them a raise, giving them a pizza party.
That's true.
You
Yeah,
just told- you had to
exactly.
tell everyone that you threw up.
Yeah, Are we auditing tweets now?
Yes, we always do. What are you talking about?
All right. Anyway,
I've
okay.
never seen so many faces come from somebody over there.
I mean, you work with me. How many times do I have a fucking headache? Wild. It's all right.
You
No
won't even-
pain, no gain.
You won't even look at me.
It was a wild tweet.
That's not a wild tweet.
We work in a headache business.
What are you doing having a seizure over here?
We work in a headache business.
I like us all keeping people accountable. This is
All right,
fun.
everybody on your toes
is
on a
fun.
Monday.
And I get no respect around here.
Good. I don't like the way you're smiling like an idiot today either.
I'm on 3 hours of sleep because my son smiles more like an idiot than
You
I
should
ever
tweet
will
it.
in the middle of the night.
You should tweet it.
The boy's not sleeping well?
No, not at all. And it's not even the fact that like he's up and he's cranky or something's wrong or crying. He just gets up from like 2 to 4 every night, just smiles, laughs, he's having a good old fucking time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It is awesome, but go the fuck to sleep. It's like, what are you doing?
It's not how.
Don't you wish you could be like that though? Not worry about the Phillies fucking bullpen. Like,
Facts.
you're up
Yeah.
2 and 4 going like this. Phillies
Yeah.
bullpen.
He knows what he's doing. Yeah. He knows what he's doing.
Rico, was that a strikeout?
What was the strikeout?
Was that a strikeout?
No.
I'm not asking you. Was that a strikeout last night?
I didn't. I'll be honest.
Pay a little attention to the sports world one time.
I didn't watch the Yankees Red Sox. I'll be honest.
Did you watch Twitter at all?
It's all of
I
it.
did.
Smitty, was that a strikeout?
I shut it down.
In
early
my
last
opinion,
night.
yes.
That's a strikeout.
So
I went one TV. I did
I
not
will
watch the game.
Get a
last
double.
one
be
second.
honest.
For real though, in real time, it did not look. It looked like he dropped it, but you can't review it. So it's like, in honesty, you can't do anything about it. And because Jared made a joke. It's like, oh, it's on a transfer. It's like, what do you mean a transfer? It's like he didn't have to transfer it, and then he actually did.
Yeah.
But also, Bobby Dahlbeck could have caught the fly ball before that too. So
Well, the catcher also could have not dropped the ball.
Which
Yeah,
was,
and that's
was it reviewable though?
no, it wasn't reviewed.
'Cause I was
All
gonna
right,
say
that's-
Cora like looked at it and then he just didn't.
I don't think I've ever seen that, by the way.
That's where
I don't think I have either.
That's where I have questions about the whole replay system. Why are certain things reviewable and certain things not reviewable? Like, why wouldn't that be reviewable?
Because it's never happened before at
So
the catching
it
position.
needs to be reviewable now.
Is it reviewable if you? Because if you have to
at second
transfer
base,
it at second
I
or in
just-
center,
that's
is that
reviewable, right?
reviewable?
I just don't get why if you have replay, everything should be reviewable.
I agree.
Like
I agree.
that's the reason why, because that is human, and in the human eye right there, it was so fast it did not look like he went like this. Like it just looked like it popped out, and you can't do anything about it. And I mean, it was slow mo watching it. It's brutal.
I believe
Ultimately,
it's
though-
not reviewable because it's the same as like balls and strikes being reviewable. I think that's what the explanation
But
is.
that's not
because the
same
call
as-
was
Right.
strike.
well because he swung at it.
He
Like
fouled it
foul
off.
tipped it.
Or yeah.
The
but I
call,
mean,
yeah, right.
That's
the call
not a
was foul
judgment
ball.
call at that point. That's just a matter of fact.
Well, I don't
call.
think you can review foul tips.
No matter what, though, Stanton hit a
Oh, that's
500-foot home run after that.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah. Welcome to the sports world.
What
Rico.
do you want me to say? I was a one TV guy last night.
It was beautiful seeing that and then just judges lacing a 2 RBI double.
Lacing.
I am like kind of envious of you. Like, how did you have Twitter and not see that? That thing was everywhere last
I was
night.
not. The tweeter was mean to me this weekend. I shut down the tweeter. I was not on the tweeter last night.
You are really bad at gambling.
Yeah, it's been not good. LA Tech in the graveyard. PJ Fleck graveyard.
Can we put Mike Leach in the graveyard? Can I borrow?
I haven't bet on him yet.
Can I borrow a
so
spot in your graveyard?
You can.
They should have won the game. We just weird. We're just losing to inferior teams and just blowing my money line. Whatever. It doesn't
Can we
matter.
get the Yankees talk out of the way? 'Cause
No,
know
I don't want to
people-
talk Yankees.
No, we
We
got
got to
it.
talk football.
I mean,
We'll talk Yankees eventually.
this is crazy.
It's a fun week. It's gonna be a fun
we
week.
got NFL football and college football.
Fun week.
It's five
week.
It's 5 games.
Great week.
Fun
Swept
week.
the Red Sox in Fenway.
Best
World-
college football slate
World
of the week
Series
coming
back
up.
on.
Go ahead.
Just saying, we're in first in the wild card, home game right now. Last night's game was awesome. I don't care what anyone says. It was great. It ended perfectly before you could watch the Packers game. There was drop fly balls everywhere. I don't know what was happening. Joey Gallo.
Not
just-
really telling me that game was awesome.
It was
No,
chaos.
it was fucking awesome.
It was
It
two
was
to
chaos.
1. Then Joey Gallo dropped a fly ball. It's a 3-2, and then all that shit happened. Dahlbeck drops it, and then Stanton literally hit a
Hits him.
500-foot home run.
What was Carabas like on the stream? Y'all giving it to
He
him a
said
little bit?
he didn't care. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Which is a lie. He just doesn't know how to take a
He's
loss.
good. He's good at deflecting. Like
He's
that.
very good at it. But Yankees are
Because
king of
God,
game.
Well, I mean, it's you can't talk shit when you're just getting your ass kicked
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
days in a row at
Blue
home.
Jays have to take the 3. I'm kind of worried about the Blue Jays now.
The pitching matchups are pretty tough for the Yankees.
Yeah, we don't have Cole, right?
You have Cole. Yeah, it's Cole Berrios.
We don't have Cole.
I'm saying like we don't get to face Cole.
Tonight's
I'm a Blue
tough.
Jays guy.
All right.
Tomorrow's
Mets are
tough.
dead.
So the Yankees are a game ahead of the Red Sox and 2 games ahead of the Blue Jays. That's where we are in the wild
Who
card.
do the Red
big
Sox
series.
have the rest of the way?
They have
Orioles,
the Orioles and
Nationals.
Nationals.
Oh,
Yeah.
But the Blue Jays
not-
have
we
the
gotta
Yankees.
win.
I mean, it can gain 3 games on the Yankees, and they have the Twins. So
The Barstool gods will make it Yankees Red Sox in a 1-game playoff.
oh yeah, without a doubt. So I'm fucked.
I just want in fucking in the Bronx.
All right.
In the Bronx.
you guys mind if we could talk football now?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just fucking. You know,
Yankees are back. That's it.
Nobody's watching
We're
baseball.
back.
when
You want to
football-
talk?
Yes,
Phillies?
they are.
I
Nobody's
disagree.
watching baseball when football's on.
1,000% off.
What'd you watch last
They're
night?
watching.
Not well.
Yankees,
I
Red
watched the
Sox. They're
people.
watching.
Yeah, Phillies Braves for the season coming up tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
The Phillies are.
Sad.
You don't look very excited about that.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
It's gonna be tough.
Where are the games?
It's Atlanta. They're a game and a half back. They need to sweep.
You could talk about the NFL a bunch of different ways. Let's start at the 2 most interesting games, at least to me. Any time is too much time to give good quarterbacks. Any time. When will teams? They're starting to rethink the way they punt, like 4th and 1 at the 40. They're starting to rethink punting. When will they rethink how they treat scoring? When they need to score in the last 2 minutes, it's almost like when you score is more important than if you score. Because if you score and take a short lead over Aaron Rodgers, and there's more than 3 seconds left, you probably lose the game.
Yes, but the way Juszczyk score, you have to score there. You can't. There's no way. Like
the mistake.
If he falls down at the 1, they win the game. Though
they got tackled
but
at the
they
two,
still had to
like-
score a touchdown, Brandon. They weren't down 2. They were down 6.
Yeah,
They're
that's
down-
true.
No,
That's true.
The
That's true.
mistake. No, the mistake they made was snapping it with 12 seconds left on the game
That's fair.
play clock. That was the
Yeah,
mistake.
yeah. But like,
When you're
scoring,
down
you
at
have
like
to
the
score.
12, and then, no, once he was there, 100% should have scored.
Yeah,
Once the
for
ball was
sure.
snapped, should have scored. You're down 6. You can't be, because that's kind of the same thing I say with the Toledo Notre Dame game. When you're down, I think it's tough to tell a guy sit when you're literally running into the end zone to score the go-ahead
Right.
touchdown. I don't blame Juszczyk for scoring. You get the
Yeah.
ball there, you fight through, you got to score. You might, because what happened? You just get stuffed a couple times, and they're looking at the asshole who could have scored and didn't.
It is crazy though. Like, hey, Devontae Adams, you should probably cover that guy.
Well, I don't understand. It's how,
Honestly, they were. When they're throwing, when he's
the first
hitting,
row was perfect.
when he's hitting those like back shoulders, like the corner's literally on him. He
Where
just
it's
puts
like
it on him.
going over his hand like this, and it's fucking.
Because they honestly,
insane.
the one before that, when they end up selling for the field goal, that was great coverage. Like they should have scored a touchdown. If he threw the back shoulder, they might have.
And the other lesson: if Justin Tucker is the other team's kicker, just
Why-
don't give him the ball at all.
Well, I mean, quite the delay game there.
That's what I was going to say. Why is there no? I mean, there is outrage on Twitter, but what's the fucking
they
delay?
never
game?
call delay game ever.
Yeah, they give you an extra second.
It's like
The
-2.
only time they call delay a game is when they when they're trying to draw the other team off sides. That's it.
No delay game there, and like a ragdoll situation, Kansas City Hail Mary last play.
Well,
You're
whatever,
not gonna throw that
whatever.
flag.
But the man kicked a 66-yard field
Yeah,
goal to
impressive.
win the game.
that was
should have been a
off
70
the way it bounced off the crossbar.
Should have been a
too.
71-yard attempt.
Nuts.
With that guy, though, like I don't even discount that guy's ability to go 5 more yards.
No.
and I know that's crazy, but the guy, did you see his stats on Twitter this morning? He is 16 of 16 in his career in field goals in the last minute of the game.
yeah. He's
16
never
of
missed.
16 in his career.
And I think it was like 7 of them were over 50 yards.
He's made his last 40 or
it was
50
50.
kicks in fourth quarter. It's
What?
unbelievable. This guy is like is the perfect kicker. He's the best kicker in the history of the game.
Hall of Famer.
And sings opera.
Hall of Famer.
He actually missed one early in the game yesterday.
Yeah, he did. He
Shocking.
did miss one early.
I think someone, I forget who said it, but it was like he might be pound for pound the best player in the NFL.
Based on what he
He's
does
up
to
there.
his
so
position.
No,
Seriously.
He still probably paid shit too.
You know what's all- you know-
I bet he makes like $5 million a year at
Yeah.
least. He has.
I mean,
to.
he's
That guy's
set.
a
He's
weapon.
set in Baltimore for life.
Yeah,
He's the
no,
king.
100%.
It's real. It's like, you know what's fun? Eagles drafted a kicker in the 4th round the year he was an unrestricted
There you go.
free agent.
There you go.
There you go.
4th round
Always
kicker,
back
Alex
at
Henry.
Eagles draft.
That's fun.
Every other
Alex
team
Henry
passed
from
on him
Florida?
6 times.
Alex Henry, Florida, right?
Nebraska, I believe.
Nebraska?
Yes, because he was like the all-time
Okay, all right.
leading kicker. I could be wrong.
Maybe
with that,
Justin Henry. There was a Henry from Florida.
Derrick Henry? No, he plays for Tennessee.
He's from Florida, though. He's from Yulee, Florida.
Hunter Henry?
Arkansas, who's apparently a good football team. And I didn't know that. I just refuse to give them credit, but they are a good football team. All right, NFL, let's stay there.
Desperate.
Tyron Woodley
He got the I Love Jake Paul tattoo.
on his finger like this.
Apparently, that's where all the people are getting their tattoos.
That's
these
honestly,
days.
I don't blame him though, because fighting Jake Paul is a guaranteed like few million. I think he's desperate. He just wants the fight bad. He wants the money. He ain't gonna fight Tyron Woodley again. It doesn't move the needle at all.
What are we going to do with those signed gloves?
Probably just keep it under my desk
Yeah.
forever.
Let's have a signed Jake Paul glove.
Maybe I'll bring it home. Who knows?
All right, Saints look real good. Patriots are, I think, a bad football team, but
Yeah,
Saints
that
look really good.
Yeah, Saints still don't have. Jameis Winston still hadn't thrown for 150 yards in a game 3 weeks in, which is quite a stat. But defensive effort, unbelievable yesterday. I mean, completely dominated. To be 2-1 after Ida and everything that's happened, I mean, incredible coaching job by Peyton. Pumped.
Marty's tired of hearing about the hurricane.
I'm not.
Marty's tired of hearing about the
I'm
hurricane.
not tired of hearing about
No.
it.
Yeah,
That's what are you laughing
It's
at?
just the Ida. He was,
That's the hurricane.
Yeah.
No, give him credit.
I mean, you got to give them
battle,
credit. They've been on the road for a month.
some people battle through adversity. Some people shut it down.
How do you turn that? How do you turn that?
Because I'm a fucking wizard, and you're jealous of it. It is.
No, but
Look at you.
whatever.
Fucking just
2-1
say it.
after
now
all the
you're gonna
shit
look
they've
at me.
gone
Just
through.
say the
Everybody looked
wizard.
at me when
Wizard
you-
of Waverly Place.
Beat Green Bay and New England.
No, they're two good wins.
Yeah.
Marty's the one that doesn't think the hurricane was real.
Oh, I did not say that.
You're laughing when he said Ida.
Just an Ida truther over here.
When the going gets tough, the tough
Shut
get
up!
going, and the others go to the medicine cabinet. What do you want me to say?
Headaches are not migraines, Rico. Headaches are not migraines.
Don't have to tell me. I fucking sounds like an 18-man marching band in my head at all times.
That I believe. We've got Browns 26, Bears 6. Chargers beat the Chiefs. A little worried about Kansas City?
No.
They're 1-2. They have the toughest schedule left.
They're going to boat race the Eagles next week in Philly. The
I don't
line's
think-
like
I'm not
5.
They don't boat race anybody.
Lines
They
what?
will
They don't cover.
The Chiefs
The line's
5.
what?
1-11 now against the spread. Last
Hold on.
12, I believe.
The line is fucking what?
5.
TJ, add it right now.
The Chiefs never
I
cover.
want it before it moves. Doesn't
Chiefs-
matter.
That's
Never
before
cover.
the Eagles played. No.
And I think the Eagles are losing tonight. So I think that's going up.
mean-
How's it only 5? Talk me out of it, Ev.
Eagles
I'm bad.
money line.
Give me a winner. Oh, Jesus.
No, I'm fucking around.
Cross.
I don't.
No,
What do you
Chiefs
think?
turn.
They
turn
just, honestly, they just don't cover the spread.
They don't cover.
I took the Chiefs this week thinking this is going to be the week.
Fine.
Chargers are a
They
good
turned the
team.
ball over how many times?
Cross it off.
They don't cover. They're 1-10.
They
in their
cut their
last-
they cut their
I think it's
turnovers
like
in
one
half.
like-
They win by
I think
2
it's like one in
touchdowns
like
last week.
14
I
in
will
the
still
last
pick
15,
the
something like
Chiefs
that. It's
all
bad.
day at a worse number. You idiots talk me out of it. I'm still picking the Chiefs.
I'm picking the Chiefs too. Now
All right.
against the Eagles.
That's next
for
week,
sure.
boys. That's next. We still got the Eagles play tonight.
That
You're
they
trying
do.
to
All right.
jump.
Look,
You're trying
I-
to be sad about
Dallas.
next week's game.
I like the Cowboys a lot tonight.
Cowboys -3.
Oh fuck.
I like the Eagles.
Okay, good.
Line started at 4. Now it's 3.
Wow, it's 3.
Same.
I like the Cowboys every way.
So Big Ev and I were talking, and Big Ev said he doesn't think it's that obvious because the Eagles play out the 40. I think it's so obvious because I think the Cowboys are really fucking good.
I just don't think
And-
Dallas. I mean, they had a good, even though it was a loss, good performance against the Bucks. They won a weird game against the Chargers last week. That was a lot of penalties, kind of both ways. Weird game. They both should have scored a lot more. I don't think it's like that obvious. Like the Eagles haven't looked bad.
Yeah, but
They should have
I
beat.
think
They
they
should have
looked
beat the
bad against
Niners.
the 49ers.
They boat raced the Falcons week
I
one.
think they look bad as
like I don't
49ers,
think
though.
it's like
I don't think they did. Their defense held the 49ers in check.
they
No,
did.
that's
No,
what I'm
that, no,
saying.
And
that's
they'll
why,
come out tonight.
That's
and
why
win.
I don't
offense
think
is Cowboy
Dallas
offense.
-3 is
They're
like
not.
that easy.
They're not.
like-
But put up 28 last night. I mean, they can do some things. They can move the ball. Defensive line, Brandon Graham's out. They're going to give Dak a little bit of fits. I think he'll put up his yards, but I think he'll stay out of the end zone a lot. I like the under at 51.5 a lot.
How do you feel about the secondary other than Slay against their receivers?
I think their secondary has been the biggest surprise of the year. I mean, Avonte Maddox in the slot has been like the best slot corner out there. Terry Slay and Nelson have been doing a good job. Roddy McLeod isn't even back yet. And, defensively, I think they'll come out to play hard and they'll keep him you're not going to stop Dak. He's still going to throw for over 300, but keep him in check a little bit. I'm worried about offensively because they got 2 O-linemen out, Brandon Brooks and Jordan Mailata. The play calling last week was not creative at all. I think Jalen Hurts is going to be running for his life tonight. I think it's going to be, 51 or 54.5 yards is over.
Yeah.
Book that in.
You like that?
Yeah. I think the line is good right now. I think that's a fair line with Dallas 3.
Let's see. Just going cruising through the
Real quick,
NFL. Go
the
ahead.
fact that the Eagles beat the shit out of the Falcons should make us worry even more about the fucking Giants.
Yes.
Oh,
Giants.
I-
Giants are
Like,
bad.
are we
Giants
looking
are
at?
bad.
I'm not worried at all about the
Are we looking at
Giants.
number 1 pick bad?
No, Jets have that
top
locked up.
4.
Top
Top 4.
Giants are better than the
I
Jets.
think they're in the mix. I
No, they're
I
better.
don't know how you can guarantee that.
They're better than.
Jets
If you watch the games, they're better.
Yeah,
than
That's all I
against the
wanted to say. You,
Broncos.
They
connect,
could
you
easily
start
be
connecting
2-1.
the two teams. That should
Well,
make us
it's-
worry.
There's a
lot.
difference between like what's up with the Giants losing on 2 last-second field goals as opposed to the Jets just getting smoked, getting shut
But
out.
the Jets are playing good teams.
They play the Broncos too.
Yeah, so we
Fair. Okay. Yeah.
The
like
Giants,
they're just getting just embarrassed by teams.
Right.
We're not getting embarrassed. We're just pissing games away.
we're gonna have we're gonna have 2 top 10 picks.
Yeah, good, decent chance.
Because you got the Bears pick.
Bears, decent
Do you-
chance.
How do we get the Bears pick?
For
Justin Fields.
they trade up for Fields.
Yeah.
They
That
gave
was
us
our
that
pick.
one. Got
That
it.
was our pick.
But
Do you understand Atlanta's that bad, though?
Yeah.
Atlanta
No,
fucking
we
stinks.
fucking
I don't
stink.
fucking with Che. I don't know.
The
When it comes up, then I'll be
You're a fan of a
excited.
team. You're a fan of a
The
team.
fact
You
that the
know-
Giants scored 14 points against Atlanta's defense at home, I don't care that Shepard got hurt. It doesn't. We stink. The Giants are just bad. I don't know. Like, I've been such a Joe Judge guy. He's almost starting to make me like even take like a slight step back because this team's just allergic to winning. Like we could easily be 2-1. Like it's crazy the way we could be looking at this season right now, but literally just like bounce here, bounce there. 2-1 instead of 0-3.
If
the
I
season's
was-
over, it's
if-
over. This
if-
team has no chance.
If I was a Giants fan, I would give Jason Garrett the old yellow treatment. I'd take him behind the barn and shoot
No,
him.
he's gone.
He's
Like, that's embarrassing what he
Gettleman's
does.
deader than dead. If Gettleman doesn't get fired after this season, I might cry. Like,
So does
this guy
Joe
is
Judge
so
survive?
incompetent. I think Judge
I think
survives
he
this
survives.
season. I think they fire Gettleman. I think Judge stays. if they're bad next year too, then I want Judge out.
But
problem is-
Judge hired Garrett, right?
I mean, yeah.
The problem is
Which
too,
he had
like
bad.
Daniel
No,
Jones.
that's why I'm like slowly kind of walking back on Judge. He's starting to lose me even a little
Dude,
bit.
how can you beat Joe Judge and lose that game yesterday? In my mind, that
I
was
agree.
like a
I agree.
pivotal game in your career that you just can't lose.
I agree.
the
Smitty
problem
was
is
bad.
Daniel Jones hasn't been that bad.
That's almost been the worst part because now the team's going to be bad. If Daniel Jones keeps playing the way he is right now, they're probably not going to draft a quarterback, which I think is going to be a mistake. Even though he's looked pretty good, I just like a lot of the quarterbacks in this class, and I think when you have picks like that, you got to fire some shots. Like, I still like Sam Howell. I like these guys.
They're going to get into like
I like
Carson
Carson
Palmer,
Strong.
Andy Dalton thing where it's like, all right, well, the guy we have, like we trust the guy we have, and then you.
Well, I think if we draft
Carson
somebody
Palmer's a
like
lot better than Andy
one,
Dalton.
if we draft somebody top 5, I think you
Agreed.
got
What
to
I
trade
meant
Daniel
was like
Jones.
you have a reliable thing. It's like we don't want to keep testing the waters so that you just are stuck with
because
your guy.
especially if we fire Gettleman, I feel like a new GM's going to want to come in and pick a quarterback.
One of the worst, Matt Nagy,
Yeah.
is one of the worst coaches, and I understand that. Justin Fields also is not good.
No, he might be good. I
don't think so.
You
judge
can't
that.
watch that game and be like,
No, so I watched.
every time they did nothing to help him out. Every time he gets a snap, Jason Peters is not even laying a finger on Myles Garrett. Like
4.5 sacks.
Tom Brady wouldn't
1,000%.
have performed well.
First
last year.
bout Hall of Famer.
Matt
Should have
Nagy's
retired 10 years
awful.
ago. First bout Hall of Famer.
He is awful. Justin Fields, I just don't. I know he didn't have a lot of opportunity. I mean,
He had no opportunity.
1 yard.
0.
1 yard.
Yeah, no, it was bad
And
yesterday.
I understand.
There's no
I just
quarterback
don't
that
see
would
it.
have done well in those circumstances yesterday. Not one in the NFL, not one that's ever lived.
So then he's never. But then no matter what, then he's just not going to be good.
But it's
Because-
not good.
on the
But
I
it's,
don't
Bears.
think so.
but it's because of the Bears.
That's-
It's
but
right
that's
now.
just what
It's
it is,
right now.
though.
It's not like him.
All of these rookie quarterbacks are struggling pretty bad.
That's true too.
Like Zach Wilson's
And I
bad.
also-
Trevor
I-
Lawrence is
well,
bad.
I said
Jones
this.
had a
I
bad
said
game
this to
yesterday,
Eddie
too.
too before the game yesterday. I said I was like, it's just a bad spot to be in where you're making your first start on the road. This team, just all the circumstances, and another thing too, just in rookie quarterbacks in general. I feel like there's been such a change over the last like 5-6 years because we've had some guys come in and be good right away. There's been such a swing in guys where you see one bad game, 2 bad games, even like a bad season. Everybody's just throw the guy in the trash can. It's over. We forget how many guys in the NFL have looked so bad as rookies and have had great careers.
I mean, Peyton Manning led the league in interceptions.
That's what like it's happened a bunch where guys have looked so awful their rookie year and it became good quarterbacks. We're so quick to just throw the guys in the trash now.
Peyton Manning also had some success his rookie year.
So
as
yeah,
well.
but I'm just
But
saying
he threw-
there was
but
there was,
even-
there was a lot of
even-
bad too.
Even
Yeah.
Eli, who you can go back and forth on him, whatever. He was a franchise quarterback. He won Super Bowls. He was atrocious his rookie year.
He was in attendance at Super Bowls. I don't know that he won Super Bowls. He was there.
Shut the fuck up.
He was there. Eli.
Oh,
He literally,
he was there.
if you know anything about football, that second one, he literally carried us to that Super Bowl.
He was there. He was there.
Quick fact check. TJ, pull
That
up.
actually
pull
makes
up,
me
TJ,
mad.
pull up Dan Marino's Super Bowl ring. Picture of it.
That
on
wasn't
the
a
screen.
shot at you. I was trying to go at him.
I don't care. I was a shot at me. Eli's my guy.
Come on, bro.
Also, losing on Eli Day too is insane.
That's another thing.
You guys had Eli.
You know
there?
what?
It was Eli Day yesterday.
We retired number 10
I
yesterday.
feel like that shit don't
Disgusting.
translate. It translates to college. It doesn't translate to the.
NFL.
But I hope Eli
I
Day's LSU game they're retiring his number in a couple weeks in Oxford, so hopefully Ole Miss has better luck.
You guys are just now retiring his number.
I know I don't get that
That's
either.
actually
Chad Kelly wore
crazy.
10.
20
wore the same-
years.
Well,
Chad
he
Kelly
just
wore the
retired.
same number, 10.
You got to figure every weekend he was playing in the NFL.
Did he have eligibility left?
No, he came out as junior.
Eli stayed senior.
Where do we
he
think-
redshirted,
They're
he
open.
sat behind Romero Miller at first.
Where do we think the grandson's going? Or the
well, he's
cousin,
going to
nephew?
Ole Miss.
He's going. So Arch is going to the Ole Miss Bama game this weekend and coming to LSU Ole Miss for Eli's.
Whatever. The guy signing with Ole Miss. Let's move on. Go.
Okay, fair enough. Good. I'm fine with that.
That deal's been done for a while.
I
Go.
love hearing that. In,
Brandon's upset.
in 2016, Cuts clothing founder Steve Borelli set out to create clothes ready for every occasion the modern man faces. He started by reinventing the shirt. The end result, what GQ magazine calls the only shirt worth wearing. The perfect T-shirt accomplished. Next, Cuts set out to create fabric uniquely engineered for each clothing style. Cuts is premium with a purpose. Each piece of clothing is designed with custom-engineered fabric, expertly graded for the perfect fit, arming you for every challenge and opportunity. It's not just a lifestyle. It's not just clothing. It's office leisure apparel for the sport of business. Get 15% off your first order by going to cutsclothing.com/picks. That's cutsclothing.com/picks for 15% off the only shirt worth wearing.
All right, college football. I guess it's time to start trusting what my eyes see, because I kept thinking we're going to see a Clemson turnaround. Maybe they're just average.
Yo, they're bad.
They are.
Oh.
Their defense is decent. Their offense is
great.
bad.
And I'm
Wait a
so
second.
mad that I
Offense is
took
just bad.
NC State against Mississippi State and passed up this opportunity against Clemson. Fuck.
The disrespect on this show, it's insane.
We don't all catalog everything you say.
Before the season,
Maybe we should.
I said DJ
Suck
Ungangalele
his dick?
said,
Man said Notre Dame money line.
I don't think that he is that good of a quarterback. We gave him too much credit for beating Notre Dame last year.
Yeah.
Me,
And
this guy.
He
this
said
guy.
it.
This
You
guy.
guys said it.
No,
I
this
said,
guy.
I don't
I mean,
think-
I'm the only one holding a Clemson under 11.5 ticket. So
This
that
guy,
cash
Marty.
rating.
Fair enough.
Just
So
said,
I was off on
I
Clemson
said
as well.
Just want you just said the respect needs to be had.
No
you know?
respect.
I think
No respect.
shut up, Smitty. I don't know about him. It's certainly not off to a good start. He's not off to the same start.
You can't say I don't know. I mean,
No, I do. I can't say I don't know, because their offensive line is garbage. They're like bad
They have
everywhere
no
on
weapons
offense.
either.
They're bad
Besides
everywhere.
How
Ross, they
can
have no
Clemson
weapons.
not have weapons?
They don't have a good running back. They
No,
have nothing
I
offensively.
really think everybody did really underestimated how big ETN was for their offense. I feel like he was such a playmaker, such a difference maker. Like they just can't run the ball. I agree with the offensive line is bad. Ross is really the only decent receiver they have. Also, weird thing, I feel like he could have made a play on that fourth down throw in OT.
That was weird.
I feel like it was right
He didn't
there.
stick his arms out.
It was I'm not accusing this of him. I literally was watching it being like he didn't even try. Like it was like he threw the game.
Plus Dabo's head.
Like I don't think he did, but it was like stunning. The ball literally, it looked like it fell right next to him. He didn't reach his arms
you guys
out.
were all watching the game live, right?
Yeah, I had NC State.
The NC State catch that made it a touchdown lead, right?
Yes.
The announcers acted like that was the greatest catch in the history of
I just
football.
went low
Like, it's
and
a
caught
fine catch. It's
He
a
just
fine-
went low and caught it.
It honestly was almost a better throw.
Yeah.
Just where the defender, he
Yeah.
placed it in a nice spot.
But they acted like this was the greatest catch ever, and it was a good catch. And in that moment, it was a really good catch.
I think it was more they got excited about the moment. Just like it was like holy shit, like they're about to win this fucking game.
Well, they
might
had
have-
him beat like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, for 100%.
You might have something with Dabo.
What, with Dabo? It's
Yeah, I mean that video. I've watched it like
It's
10
all about
times
him.
since now.
Yeah.
He's fucking glad nabbing the
Oh, yeah, he doesn't
cheerleaders.
give a
Like
fuck yeah.
What?
It's all about him.
It's all about
Shit.
him. That's-
Does this loss question you any bit about Georgia now?
Not really, because I think Georgia is handling everybody else with such ease, and
For
Vanderbilt's
sure.
trash.
I'm not questioning him. I'm just saying. Like,
No,
It was
you
also
gotta
week
bring
one.
it up because it was 10-3,
no, it's fair.
Like,
It was also week one. Like I'm just saying that you shake the rust off a little bit. It's a tough game. They both got a lot of talent. Like Clemson has a lot of talent.
so
They're just not
Georgia
putting
doesn't
it together.
have anyone, right?
Anyone
They got
won.
Arkansas
To
this
pick 'em
week.
up? Oh,
They got Arkansas this week, and then they got
now,
Florida's good.
Now,
I think
do you think that Arkansas is for real? I don't.
Not really.
not
but
for real.
they're certainly
They're a solid team, but not like
Did you see the
certainly
line this week?
not legit.
18.5.
I love Georgia.
They're certainly better. Arkansas is certainly
crazy.
better than I
I
thought.
love Georgia.
I thought when they hired that guy, it was a fluke. That was a terrible hire. It was awful, and he's been great. He's been very good. He's been exactly what they needed. They've turned around, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to not believe in them every week, I guess, because I think Georgia's gonna smoke them.
I think they're gonna absolutely steamroll them.
What about Ole Miss and Alabama? It's 14.5 right now.
Seems. I
What's
thought
the
it would be
over?
14.
What's
Over under
the over?
77 and a half.
fucking over.
Alabama
Last year was
Alabama's
63-48.
gonna kill
I know.
beat the shit out
They're
of
gonna
them.
kill them.
I don't think they're going to kill. I'm not coming on here saying Ole Miss is going to win. I think they have a chance. I
It's
think
in
they
the
have a
Grove.
chance.
It's in the
I
Grove,
like
right?
It's in
No,
Tuscaloosa.
Oh, it is.
I like Ole Miss
Where
with
the tailgate
14 and a
is
half.
I like it's the points.
I think it's a game you're gonna know like right away.
The way he was talking about it, I always thought it was in the Grove for some reason.
No, it's in
I
Alabama.
think
They got
Alabama's
good
going
tailgating
to
there.
handle them.
I feel pretty
And
good.
I
I think
think
Ole
some
Miss. I
people-
think last year Ole Miss being able to score that much on them gives Ole Miss a lot of confidence.
The Alabama game this week was just that team should never show up ever anywhere.
Who, Southern Miss?
Southern Miss. It was
Oh, they
just-
got a first-year coach. He'll be fine.
They got
I
a
don't
fuck
know.
ton of money
Obviously,
in that
I don't.
game, though.
Yeah, obviously,
That
I
funds
know
their whole
why.
fucking
But
athletic program.
just like how fast they scored, it was just fun to watch. Also, he can't be wearing a shirt and tie like that on the fucking. He looked awful.
Talking about Will Hall?
Yeah, he looked awful.
That's my boy. That's Will Hall.
I'm
from Amer,
sure he's a
Mississippi.
nice guy, but shirt and tie on the football field's the worst.
I don't love it, but whatever.
No jacket either.
Yeah. It can't be a white shirt. 'Cause
Yeah,
you sweat
white
right through it.
shirt, yeah,
You do
exactly.
the Archie
That
Nipples
was
Miller
like-
thing.
poking through.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
Not Archie Miller. Sean Miller. Which Miller sweated through his
Sean.
Sean Miller.
Who was the
yeah.
NFL coach that wore a suit and tie?
Mike Nolan?
Was Mike Nolan?
Didn't Mike Nolan do it?
Didn't Singletary?
I don't
Nah,
think
no.
Singletary was just
Yeah.
pullover stuff. I think it was Mike Nolan.
Mike Nolan?
It was,
I think it was.
yeah.
For the Vikings, maybe?
Well, 49ers.
49ers.
49ers. Yeah.
Who gets the Minnesota job?
You just try. You're bound and determined to fire PJ Fleck, huh? It was
lost-
a bad loss.
Lost to Bowling Green.
Very about 32.
They lost to Bowling Green,
Bowling
Brandon.
Green is fucking awesome.
Even you don't lose to Bowling Green.
It's
Oilers
not just
plus
losing to a MAC
2,500?
team. Like Bowling Green's a bad MAC team. Like a
Their
really,
over under was like 1.5 or 2.5
yeah, it's
max.
Really bad.
30-point
It's not
lead.
good.
Then they throw a pick, somehow stop him, get it back, and he throws a pick on the first play. I'm watching. I'm like, bury this motherfucker.
All right, what do we got here? So is Texas good? Texas might be good.
They're
They got a trap
They're
one.
okay.
We threw
Weird
them
one this
away.
week.
How
Texas
could TCU
doesn't
be a
play
trap for them?
defense.
Because TCU always beats them.
That's not a trap though.
Don't
know.
say we threw them away.
It's
Just give me the respect they deserve.
What were your picks in college football? You're acting like you went undefeated in college football.
I
this week.
picked 3
You're
games.
like 4th or 5th on the chart in college
Right.
football. You think you're
What-
like the
what do
third
you mean?
savant.
No
I
respect. TJ, get the college football rankings
What
up.
I say?
Ev, it's like the media. You got to manipulate
But
things
what-
how you
what
do
would
it.
I
My
say?
blog, I'm 6-1 in my last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
But
Like,
I
that's a
sat
fact.
here like a
That's
schmuck.
documented, written facts.
Oh,
Rest of
Texas
the
Tech,
picks?
their offense is so good. Texas
You're
scored
just picking the
70
ones you were
points.
right about, though.
You brought up the game. You said we all were off Texas.
I said
never off
Texas is good, right? And it's
70 points.
It wasn't even that I was off Texas. I just bet Texas Tech and lost.
We
Sorry.
need a big
I win every
whiteboard
pick.
right here. Everyone just write your take, and then we'll grade it. It's like report cards.
If
You
we
know
want- if
what?
we want-
I actually.
I've been the most right guy here. My units are crazy
What are you talking about?
there's the standings right
Oh,
there.
there's a college
in,
football
in
standings.
literally
Shocking.
every sport. Pull up baseball, NFL.
Ev, you're
pull all
hammer-
of them.
you're hammering.
I'm green
You're
in all of
losing
them.
right now.
This is college
In this.
football. He's talking about every
I'm in
sport.
green.
I am too.
I'm in the green.
I am too.
The only
I
person
don't
in this
respect.
room,
No respect to
Just
Marty
show me
Mush.
the
the only
respect.
person in this
Show
room
me
that's
much
not in the
respect.
green, that's not a good gambler, is Rico.
Rigo's awful.
Well,
at
Megan
that.
making money.
She's not
I
in
got
the room.
I got backdoor.
This isn't a
banned
kitchen?
Saturday night. LA Tech. Baby.
You're one of the worst gamblers. I've
Also,
ever
I
seen.
didn't know the kid was out. They still should have won. They don't score in the
23
second
units.
half. Yeah, I'm getting fucking killed. October, new month.
Yeah.
All right,
Month.
so
I'll be up by 30 units in 2
let me
weeks,
tell
then down.
25.95.
Marty, let me tell you something. Anything if
swinging my dick around.
if I know one
Plus
thing about
800
October,
helps.
the MILFs are out.
I'm 20 games above
Mills
500.
are out.
You know what's wild
Mandela fall.
about that those standings? We could have counted Mintz's parlay, and you would
That's what I
still
was
be
telling. I
beaten.
told Ev that
'Cause I'm
walking
a
in.
fucking good gambler. 5 months in a row positive.
He's playing well. Guy's playing
No,
well.
Somebody
I-
who's not getting respected is me. Marty hasn't said a fucking word to me. Not one fucking word.
Not one word,
Not
Marty.
one.
Not one, Marty.
Not one.
Not one
Yeah.
goddamn word.
He's over here beating his fucking chest like
Yeah,
this.
because when
About
someone
this take,
sits
that
here,
take.
it's like,
all
oh,
I do is win.
Oh my God,
People
Marty,
are numb to my winning. I win so much.
Marty
It's just
doesn't know
expected
anything
now.
about football, but I'm like, oh, Notre Dame money line. Oh,
Who says
Texas.
Marty doesn't know anything
And then
about
all of a
football?
sudden,
No one said that.
No
Six
respect.
and a half
Also,
points,
they're
baby.
the-
Six
they're
and a
the most
half.
public
Six and a half
fans.
points.
Congrats.
I tell you a stat. Since 2009, you're betting 6.5 money line. You're up 5K.
What? Who's winning the crypto race right now?
Brandon is. I'm pissed.
By how many games?
That's annoying.
doesn't even know what
He's
crypto
four-
is.
He's 4-0.
No.
That's fine.
I've had a,
That's fine.
You're gonna have to show him how to sign up to a fucking email anyway.
I'll figure it out.
I'm chasing his ass down.
My
I
lock
need
was
to.
my lock was Kentucky against South Carolina.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was a that. If that went the other way, it could have.
I think. Well, yeah, correct. If it went the
can't
other way,
wait.
I would have been wrong.
But I would
Can't
have won
wait
the
till
pick
you
and parlay.
win
So.
and then somehow you're gonna have to donate to charity.
No, it's good. I'm telling you. It's
That,
gonna
that
be-
one's not donating. That one's not donating to charity.
I know, but because if Dave or Dan won, they're gonna say, "Oh, I would."
Dave and Dan are rich.
Exactly.
I'm trying to buy
And they're gonna
shoes.
tell
No, I
you.
already covered my nut. I said I'd give an envelope to St. Jude. An envelope. You got to listen.
$30.
Listen, I got to pay some money. I can't. I need the money. I can't
That's
just
a
give away
big one.
$50K.
I'm
They get somebody will get a nice donation. That's
I
all
might,
I'll say.
envelope.
I might lock Kentucky again this week. +8 against Florida.
I don't
You
hate
know
it.
what? I bet Kentucky because of you. I respect that.
Thank you. Yeah, I might lock Kentucky again because I think that game's a war.
What do you think about Cincinnati Notre Dame?
It's got that sketch
think
line.
people-
2 and a hook is a sketch line.
I think people have buried Notre Dame a little too quick, and I think Notre Dame is going to beat Cincinnati.
Marcus Freeman, defensive coordinator.
I was on Notre Dame last week too.
Money line.
I said plus money.
No, I watched the
said
college
take the points. I
football
didn't say
show.
money line.
You said not only is Wisconsin going to win the game, they're going to win the game big, and you held up a red hat.
Hey,
Pull the footage.
hey, you don't. Yes, pull that footage, please.
Listen, I never said that.
Whatever.
I hate when
Right.
the camera.
You didn't have any props.
The camera pans to fucking Rico. You just see Stu's cock.
Oh, yeah,
Just every time. It's like
His torso.
that's tough.
That's what he uses to fuck interns with. Okay, so
Stewie.
And it's Erica's face on it.
we have a second ad.
Yeah.
Look at us. Rico, we're getting be like Pick'em now. It must be because you're
5
on the
ads
show.
again. this
Hey, we're
Wednesday.
back, making new memories in a new world at Paint Your Life. I found the best way to hold on to these memories by turning them into art that lasts forever from paintyourlife.com. Get a professional hand-painted portrait created from any photo at a truly affordable price, or combine photos of people or places you love into one painting. Choose from a team of world-class artists and work with them until every detail is perfect. User-friendly platform makes it easy to order a custom-made, hand-painted portrait in less than 5 minutes. It's fast, and you can receive your portrait in as little as 2 weeks. At paintyourlife.com, there's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is fully refunded, guaranteed. And right now, as a limited-time offer, get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping. To get the special offer, text the word Central to 64-000. That's Central to 64-000. Text Central to 64-000. Paint your life and celebrate the moments that matter most.
Okay, so
It was White Sox Dave. He was late to? I saw that tweet.
Yeah, he was late. Well, I can't really say anything. We were late too, but
He's just an animal.
yeah, he was late, and he brought his high school baseball coach to meet Dave. So in college football, there's several teams I have been right on, several teams I've been wrong on. I've been wrong completely on Arkansas. I just whiffed on that. I haven't believed in them, and they've shoved it down my throat every week. Totally wrong on A&M. They stink. They're not good. I'm still not buying Michigan, though. I'm sorry. They're 4-0. They beat Rutgers by 7.
For sure not.
There's way too many people buying Michigan. They should not be ranked. They're beating just – close your ears, TJ. They're not beating good teams, and
That's
there was
fine.
nothing
though.
impressive about –
That's fine, though, because you can get to a spot, and this is what I'm hoping for. Let Michigan roll, and maybe we get a discounted line.
It's this week.
This week, Wisconsin's
Wisconsin's going to hammer them.
No, I want them to win. I want Ohio State late. I'd rather get that one.
You're not getting them that far. They're going to be exposed way before then.
Okay. I want them to keep rolling, and I want the Ohio State
Well, if they
spot.
keep rolling, then they're not phony.
Who you think they're gonna?
I still think they're phony.
who you
That's
think
where
they're
you're
gonna,
wrong.
No,
You can be phony. Phony doesn't have an expiration
you
date.
can't be 11-0 phonies in college football. You can't go through Penn State and be phony. You can't do all that.
Phony has no expiration
You
date.
think they get exposed like this week?
I think Wisconsin beats them, yeah. And in fact,
kinda
I
like
think
spot
Wisconsin hammers them.
Is Wisconsin almost too obvious? Because
No,
everyone's
but
down on
you watch
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. I mean, even though the game ended up being much bigger than if you watched it, like the score ended up being bigger than what the game was.
Hey, what about that?
But I mean, a lot of
third-string
people
QB
you
for
see,
Notre
oh my
Dame?
God, they lost to Notre
He's
Dame.
their
by
future.
41
He's
points.
Dude.
good. Yeah.
He's good.
He's really good.
Yeah, he's going to
Someone
be
Got that it?
The fact that they do have pine and cone is pretty funny.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Yeah.
Do you see that sign the one girl was holding, the Jack Cohn sign?
No, what did it say?
Incredible. It was like this girl in the Notre Dame student section. I think it was like, I would let Jack stick his cone in my Notre Dussy.
Oh, okay.
wow.
Very.
Wow,
I don't know why
that's
I
a
thought
lot.
it was very funny.
Thought
it was fun.
Add
By
that
the
on
way,
social media? Come on.
if nobody's
Get it
going to
together.
say it, I'll say it because me and Big Ev were there. There were 3 college football shows at Notre Dame, Wisconsin. There was something called College Game Day for ESPN. There was Fox Big Noon Kickoff. College Game Day had a crowd. We had a much bigger crowd.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Much bigger crowd.
100%.
A much more loud crowd. A crowd that wasn't milling around bored. They were chanting the whole time. Our crowd dwarfed College Game Day's
That's
crowd,
good.
which was right across the
sick.
street.
Credit to Kelly and Megan bringing the bump. You're not even going to fucking bite? We added people on. Those numbers. You probably would have been equal. Now they
I'm
have
not
a
sure
much
people
bigger
even
crowd.
know Kelly and Megan were there on Saturday, but sure. Okay, go ahead. Do it. But I do want everybody involved in college football was there. Ev was
And
there.
now
Didn't Kelly go like 11-0 over the weekend?
Kelly was there.
I'm
Megan
trying-
was there. All the important college football people made sure they came to Chicago this week.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, no respect.
Junior analyst
No
did
respect,
make it.
Rico.
Spin.
We get
Or,
no
or
respect.
me. Or me.
Fucking guy.
Just saying, we had several streams in
Normal-
Chicago.
all right, yeah, you're
we had
right.
a huge meet and greet yesterday. Marty was there in disguise. Everybody was there. That
did
guy
look like
looked
you.
so
Yeah,
like
it really did look like me.
the picture didn't even do it. He looked just like you.
Really?
He looked-
Literally hat, beard, hair, all the
dude
same.
was yoked.
Everything.
You think Iowa's for fucking real?
No,
No,
they're going
I
to lose
love
on
Maryland.
Friday.
Love
They're going to
Maryland.
lose on Friday.
Love Maryland.
Maryland.
Okay. I agree with both of you, but 3 people calling that upset is not good.
I just like Maryland. I think they're a good team. I believe in them.
I kind
Good
of like
offense.
Iowa on Friday. I
Yeah.
think they're going to get picked off later.
Iowa's just okay. So Iowa's number 5 in the country, right? When do we retroactively not give them as much credit for the wins that they got credit for originally?
Fucking Michigan
Like
State's
they
ranked.
beat Iowa
That's
State,
weird,
Indiana
yeah.
to start the season, so they jumped to number 5. Neither of those teams is any good. Indiana escapes against Western Kentucky. They're not a good football
I mean,
team.
this could be the one.
Iowa State's not a good football team.
Because I think Maryland might be a top 25 team.
Very well could be. There's a lot of. I think Wake Forest is a really good team.
They actually got ranked. They're 24.
I think Kentucky's a really good team. I think they should be ranked.
The Kentucky thing's weird because they just play close games. But, like, winning is winning, and that's all that matters. But it's just like they don't ever do stop play.
Boston College is pretty good.
Winning is winning. That's all that matters.
I think Boston
Oklahoma
College is
doesn't
pretty
matter
good,
there.
even without Jerkovich.
That was a pick that made me feel smart. I was on the right side. That was a rat line. I sniffed it
Colgate,
out.
UMass, Temple, and Missouri.
What about them?
Those are their wins. That's Boston College's wins. You going to say Boston College is good?
Mizzou's a solid win.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up Wake. I think Wake's very good.
He definitely brought up
He
Wake.
just said
All right,
Wake.
well, I was scrolling.
Pay a little attention. It was the first team I brought up.
I might hit that. We might hit that win total very quick.
Yeah. Wake is a really good.
Who's
football
going to
team.
win the ACC? I mean, it is a
Wake.
freaking tire fire.
NC State?
Carolina got
Carolina
exposed.
could still make their
Carolina
way
got
back
exposed
in.
so
Yeah, I
bad
think
Saturday at
Carolina's in
Georgia.
trouble now. I mean, they got 2 losses in the.
I mean, that was
already.
horrible Saturday.
I don't know. The winner could have. I mean, Clemson could win it. They could be like a 9-3 team.
You know who's got to be loving this is the Pac-12. If Oregon can fucking stay above water,
Yeah, that's true.
the
Yeah,
ACC is out.
Oregon's got a trappy game this week at Stanford. Stanford's
Oh,
better.
100%.
Yeah.
But Oregon might be able, like with everything that's happened with Clemson, like Oregon might be able to get in with a loss.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Getting a win in Columbus, that's a big one.
Which-
That's why
Lost,
teams like
though.
Oklahoma.
The later you lose, the more you get penalized.
That's
That's
what I'm
so
saying.
crazy.
If I think Oregon's in a spot that they not definitely, but potentially could survive a loss and get the 4th spot.
Also, I
think
mean,
so.
Arizona State's pretty good. UCLA is pretty good. Like Fresno's turning out to be really good. There's the Pac-12 is better than people think.
It's just
No.
nice how chaotic it is this year.
It's
Where
awesome.
It is.
like-
It is.
No,
good.
you're right, Mark.
It is
With,
good.
with fucking Clemson, Ohio State having
Yeah.
a loss already.
Oklahoma looks struggling.
Oklahoma
too.
looks like shit. yeah.
Oklahoma. Jesus Christ. I
They're
keep
just not
betting
that
them. I
good.
can't stop betting them. I'm like, it has to be the week that we said this week that was going to be the week.
Well, the
and they're
quarterback's just not good.
You should be the guy rooting for Ole Miss this week. If you want the top to really come
no,
off the
no,
chaos.
No. I am the
Oh, he's
biggest
Mr. Alabama,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, but you keep saying it's boring Alabama wins every year.
No, I think it's boring. Clemson, Ohio State,
Got it.
and
You are riding a fine line and saying you want chaos, and you
No, I
picked
like the
Alabama
chaos.
first
He's a
off.
Duke Yankees fan.
I'm an Alabama guy now too. I guess.
You're just turning on people like.
what
I'm
the
not
fuck?
turning
You've
on
been-
him. It's just
you've
an
been propping
insight
him
to
up
his
the whole
psyche.
show. You've been propping him up the whole show.
Yeah, I love
we're
Bush,
just
but
giving knuckles.
I'm giving him respect. It's a Duke Yankees fan. Of course he's
The
going to
Marty
root for
respect
Alabama.
tour. Today.
It's hard. It is the respect towards it. I'm just saying. I say some things on here
Just-
that goes.
What does it do? It does. Rico, do you agree that it goes?
Right over his head.
Does it does?
There's a different noise.
Notre Dame though that I think +2 at home is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I want to see where it goes.
My thought.
I know
I,
it's like-
wonder
let's
if
pick 'em
is
up.
this the week that people start giving Notre Dame respect and then they fall short.
One
Yeah.
thing on analyzing this game, Marcus Freeman, Cincinnati defensive coordinator at Notre Dame now, is a big edge for Notre Dame, knowing a lot of Cincinnati stuff.
Yeah.
Just want to remind
Oh,
people.
I
that.
love
point.
I love this comment. Mike Exclusive says, "I'm going to make a Fade Rico Twitter account and post all Fade pics. Like a billion of those don't
There's like
already
400
exist.
of those, buddy.
There's so many of those.
What a novel idea, Mike. Way to go.
Who I want to talk to the scout who graded Graham Mertz. I want to talk to him.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
a fair
yeah.
point.
I think we're
God, does he,
I think we're finding out
God, does
how
he stink?
He's so bad.
5-star what?
we're finding out how a 5-star quarterback got to Wisconsin. We're finding out how Wisconsin got him because that's not a legit 5-star.
Because Ohio
quarterback.
State, Clemson, Bama all said, nah, he's not that good.
There's no accountability with those guys, though.
None.
Marty's right.
None.
Those guys could just write whatever they want.
5-star.
like-
He had so many throws that his guy was wide open. He just and
Yeah,
I was
he
never
overshot-
scared.
he overshot a bunch
He
of guys.
overshot everyone. They were wide open. I know it's a downfield throw, but it's like
No, even seeing it live, I almost think it was worse. We were at the game. It
Had
was
to
like
be.
there was like a couple times they beat guys by a few steps, and he just wasn't there.
There was just
but also Wisconsin has no weapons.
well, they
None.
can't run the ball anymore either.
None.
No.
Their offensive line is definitely down.
The running backs are not the same quality.
There was never at any point that I was like, oh, like watching anybody on their team receiver run. Nope, nobody that I thought could make a play.
No.
they have
Their best-
They have nobody in offense that can make a play.
their best weapon is jump around.
And you
It
still
really
think
is.
Wisconsin's going to beat Michigan?
True.
Yeah, I don't think Michigan's good. I think Michigan is complete hogwash at this point. They're 4-0 and they beat the shit out of 3 bad teams and they beat Rutgers by 7.
The only thing what Michigan does well is run the ball. Wisconsin can stop. That's the one good thing they are good at is stopping the run. They can.
That's
they,
Willed
him to
they have a
115
good-
yards
They have a
at
good
home.
defensive line
That's a win for Rutgers, by the way.
Yeah.
for sure.
Michigan,
Absolutely.
second half of that game, Michigan didn't have a first down until 5 minutes to go in the fourth
Yeah.
quarter.
Have you see the Ohio State line?
Jersey tough.
No, not what is it?
15 and a half.
I'm not shocked by that. I was thinking.
I'm
7
shocked
teams,
by
but
it.
I was thinking like our defense stinks. Our defense is just not good.
I'll be there.
I'm so Ohio State is killing Rutgers.
Has to.
I hope so. I mean, I'll be laying the 15. I laid the 49 this week. We covered, but our defense just scares me. It just does. I'm not Akron, whatever. We gotta see it against some good
Merch
teams.
last 8 games, if this is to be believed, the tampon vampire. Thank you for weighing in. Last 8 games, that's 3 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 5 fumbles. Again, that is reported by the tampon vampire.
Pretty
Thank
sure
you.
it's true, Tampon.
No, I saw something that the touchdown pass he threw against Notre Dame was the first one he had thrown in I think it was 4 or 5 games.
On the other side,
Something crazy.
I thought
I knew
Notre
he
Dame-
hadn't thrown one this year.
Yeah, so I mean,
Till
already
that
3
one,
games.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
something like going back to literally last season.
Like Notre
That's-
Dame does have weapons.
No,
number
that was
4 on the outside.
I watched the game. I had bet Wisconsin just because I do the little thing at the show, and I was like, "Fuck it!" I might as well just take it myself, I guess. But for literally 2 minutes in the game, I was like, "They have 0 weapons. Notre Dame clearly is going to win this."
Now,
game.
what are they saying about Cone?
That I don't know if he's dated. I don't really know. I don't have that.
It was
information.
weird that
the other
Tampon
kid was
Vampire,
better.
if you could check that out
The
Cone
kid Pine
came-
was better.
He came back.
in the game.
He
No, he was
came
on
back
the
to the
sideline,
sideline. I was I thought he was going to go in, but Pine he's mobile.
He throws
dude.
darts too.
Yeah, I
He
like.
didn't do anything crazy, but just ball in the money, ball in the money, ball in the money.
Since
Like,
he
it was right
cannot, since he cannot come out in Notre Dame and spot them they bank on them, fucking turn the ball over in the red zone like they did. I mean, they should have lost to Indiana. I know they won by 14.
For
That's
sure
probably the
should've.
most misleading final
Right.
score of the season.
I agree with that. Yeah.
there. Other than
And,
probably
you
Notre
know,
Dame, Wisconsin.
So
well,
I don't know. I mean,
yeah, that one was misleading. But
I mean,
still.
they were Notre Dame was
Memphis,
clearly the
Mississippi
better
State's
team.
got an argument,
They
too.
weren't 41-13 better. They were definitely better.
Notre Dame winning last week is huge for Cincy, and
Yeah,
Cincy
for
wins this
sure.
game and they go undefeated.
They might have.
I
I
think-
don't think they can win this game. I
I don't think they can
agree.
either, but I think they'll be in.
If they win, they have a chance. They're not. They're not out of it.
Especially, like everything we talked about in the beginning of the season, can Cincy make it? Well, we anticipated Clemson being good. They're not.
Yes.
We anticipated
Out.
Oklahoma being good. They're not. We anticipated Ohio State being infallible. Well, they're not. So,
yeah, well, that's good for Cincy though.
That's what
No,
I'm
that's
saying.
what we're saying.
Are you okay?
are you,
Yeah,
are you
I'm
having some sort of
Reiterating.
No,
It's good for Cincy.
You questioned him like he was wrong.
I don't think you listen to words that I say.
No, he doesn't.
50-50.
All right, let's do picks, and then we'll talk about
Should have
the.
mentioned Wake Forest, Brandon.
Yeah.
Then we'll talk about the Ohio State linebacker that quit on his team.
that was
Picks. So Double Vodka Don, your wifey's favorite big boy, is
You won.
he won.
It's not over yet.
It's over.
It's
It
not
is-
even like I'm trolling you. You won.
Unless, well, I'm sure Smitty's going to come up with some tricks here, but unless he
That's
gets
what I
one of these
worry about.
miracle parlays, he's about
That's
to
what I'm
unleash.
saying. I know Smitty's. I can't wait to see Smitty's card.
What do we got? What's today's
Yo, do the
27th?
future. Do the Kansas City Chiefs, Bama. It counts for this month. We'll retroactively give it.
Yeah, I know. If the Phillies win the division this week,
So it ends Thursday, right? It ends
Thursday's the last.
Thursday?
So
Okay.
Thursday night football would count.
Big F, start us off with the picks.
All right, I'm doubling up on the Tigers. I got Tigers plus 1.5 in Tigers money line plus 135. Keichel's on the mound. All this guy does is lose. The Tigers are the best bad team in baseball. They've been great the second half of the season.
I don't think they're a bad
The
team,
Tigers.
no,
they-
AJ Hinch is
they're-
a great
Pretty
man.
sure they have a
best
better
bad
record than
team.
the fucking
They're the
Mets.
best bad
They
team.
probably
better
do.
record
I'd say
than the
they're
Mets.
the best bad team maybe I've ever seen.
Pretty sure.
Very scrappy at home. I love them today at home, and I'm on the Cowboys -3.
All right, Smitty, you're in second place. Why don't you unleash that parlay of parlays right here?
It's not out quite yet, but it's a big. I might even take the under eventually. We'll see. But Hurts over 7.5 rushing attempts, yards. I mean, their offensive line, 2 guys out. He's going to be running a lot. Zeke, Eagles run defense, very, very good, and the parlay will be out later.
We're going to need that parlay on this show. You can't. You gonna
crafting
surprise
it.
us with a parlay?
It's going through Penn. That's the only reason. It's
Yeah. Our friend Jay.
well. What do you want me to
I
do?
flew on his plane this week. You could have flown on his plane, but you didn't. You didn't come.
I
Chicago's
can.
not that far. It's an hour and a half plane ride.
Really?
Well, on the way back.
I
There
can
was like
show
2
you the
hours.
bet that I have for the
It's
parlay.
fine. It's all good.
Okay.
Marty Mush.
I have the Tigers as well to start today. The White Sox would be in 4th place in the American East. They'd be in 4th place, yeah. I got the Eagles +3 and the over. I got Sanders +1,000, Elliott +850, Maris, and the
See,
Tigers.
you said you're trying to make a little last ditch.
What are you
run.
talking
Yeah,
about?
can they both score the first touchdown?
You got to take both teams. I can't bet on the coin flip.
Like Marty could go grab 13 units today.
All right, I'll go next. I'll go with I'm gonna pick the Cowboys pretty much every way here. I like the Cowboys -3. like Dak over 2.5 touchdowns, CeeDee Lamb to score an anytime touchdown, and over 52 tonight.
I love all of that.
Huh?
I love that you're doing that.
That's fine. That's
Yeah, I
fine.
kind of hate that
I
you're on the
love it.
Cowboys.
What
You're
are you
awful
on?
at the NFL.
I have been just as good as you this year.
I'm on
The
a good
NFL?
hard
I've
fought
been not
game.
bad this year. I've been like right at 500 this
Have
year.
you? I've been pretty good in the NFL.
I was awful last year, but
Tough
I
game.
Okay, all right. I hope Brandon. I hope so.
no,
I
you
want the
just
Cowboys.
you just threw me under the bus.
I did a little bit. You are the self.
I bought you a Subway sandwich for your birthday.
You did, but you expensed it.
That's later.
Rightfully so.
That's later. On Friday, I bought it for
I
you.
appreciate it, by the way.
I took you to Wrigley Field with free tickets
Expensed-
provided by somebody
you
else.
Expensed
thank you,
his
Big Cat.
Subway sandwich birthday?
He treats nickels like fucking
guy.
man. What do you expect?
For that, I mean, we came back from Wrigley. There was nothing open.
I won't expense it. That's a free Subway sandwich on me.
Thank you,
$5
Brandon.
foot long, baby.
And he got chicken bacon ranch.
I did.
Yeah, we
Great
get the
looking
same. We get the
That's
same
what he
thing
said.
every
Good.
time, yeah.
Ben Mintz.
All right, I got the White Sox
good,
by
bro.
running
Yeah.
half, which is going to lose now that here in Ev's on the Tigers and he's real hot. Got the A's, got the Reds over 5.5 runs. I got the Cowboys Eagles over 52. I've been doing pretty good in football and very poor in baseball this month. Just an observation.
You got kicked.
You waiting for the intro? I just
No, I just wanted on the record. I have seen Brandon go to the supply closet and take office supplies for his kids for back to school. I saw it at the end of August, for the record.
you weren't here at the end of August.
As a sign of solidarity
a retroactive snitch.
to my friend Big Ev, I am on the Rockies minus 1.5. I'm sorry. I'm on the White Sox. I should switch to the Tigers with how hot he is because I'm your friend and how cold I am. I'm going to stay with the White Sox so you can win the Tigers bet. I'm on the Cowboys minus 3. I'm going to plus Rico's parlay plus. It involves Dak touchdowns, probably Zeke to score a touchdown, and the Cowboys spread. And something else. We'll figure it out.
All right, the Yak is up next. That was a good show. Good energy.
Great show.
It was fun.
Great show, Rico. Thanks for being here, buddy.
That's all you need.
White Sox are in trouble.
See you Wednesday.
Big time.
We just started.